All right, what's happening, everybody? Happy Friday. What's popping? What's going on? My name is Pete, and you guys are watching Paid to Drive. What's going on, everybody? This is my YouTube channel, and if you are a delivery driver for GrubHub, UberEATS, Postmates, DoorDash, Caviar, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Deliv, Eat24, Seamless, or any of these other delivery services, you should absolutely positively be subscribed to this channel, my friends. What's going on? What's up, Walter Rich Rice? What's going on? Looking all nice. You know what, guys? Today I'm gonna say let's go for 99 thumbs up. I don't know why, but let's do it. Hit that like. So what I wanted to talk to all of you guys about today is an email that I received from one of my viewers. Now, I did not ask permission to, use his name or anything, so I'm going to leave his name out of this. But what I am going to say is that he did bring up a legitimate concern about the GrubHub hourly guarantee and the fact of how tips are correlated with that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to be polling you guys and in the audience to give you guys, some, I don't know, just some perspective on the whole thing. What's going on, guys? So let me just ask this. Has it been a busy week or a slow week with GrubHub deliveries for you guys? Comment 111 if it has been a very busy week. Comment 222 if it has been a slow week due to the holiday. That's right. So right now I'm going to grab some lunch real quick, and then I got to stop at the DMV, and then I got to do some more UberX stuff, and I might do a little GrubHub tonight, so we'll see what's happening with that. So yeah, it seems like it's been pretty slow, even with your job, Challenger Girl Vlogs. Gotcha. So guys, we have 38 people watching. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Hit that like button. So there you go. I think it's like 89 cents a mile or something like that with UberX. I forget the exact number. But anyway, let's jump into what we were talking about right here. So one of my viewers the other day was talking about how he was confused with the Pluto Finn. Very much so. I'm incredibly happy. I'm incredibly happy that you are here. Absolutely. So to answer your question, Pluto, yes, very much so. I'm incredibly happy, just like Fred Flintstone. What's up, Melodious? He's late for the party, as always. Challenger Girl Vlogs. Just read what he wrote, and you'll understand what I said. So, anyway, you do a lot better than... Oh, is that what it is, Joe? Gotcha. So, one of my viewers, he emailed me, and he was upset because I know, right? Challenger Girl Vlogs. He was upset because he didn't understand how the tips thing works. Like how when you have tips, what do you call it? What's up, Mr. Kulu? When you get tips, they go towards your hourly guarantee. So like I was trying to explain to him, I was like, listen, he was saying that he wrote an email to GrubHub saying that he was gonna, contact the labor law, committee and say that, it's wrong that our tips are included as part of that hourly guarantee and that they're not separate. Unfortunately, I don't know the legality of all of this, but what I do know is that it must have something to do with us being independent contractors or whatever as to why we don't get the hourly guarantee and then the tips on top of that. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like kind of like being a waiter. Like servers, are employees of the restaurant. What's up, Eddie? So servers are employees of the restaurant and they end up, they work for the restaurant as an employee. You know what I mean? And he does, Shiva. He does have a point. He absolutely has a point, which is why he's so upset. And honestly, I never even really thought of it, to be perfectly honest, until I read his email. And I responded back and I explained to him, I said, hey, listen, I totally get what you're saying, but like if you work at a restaurant, you are an employee. Like I said, let's say you get $7 an hour, let's say you get something like that. And, whatever tips you make on top of it is what you make. You know what I mean? Like, so if you get $7 an hour and you make $30 in tips, you get that hourly guarantee, you know, the $7 an hour, and plus whatever you make in tips, you know. Dude, this, as I was just driving right now, I got a little distracted as always. Some guy was crossing the street illegally, jaywalking, and as I was driving by, he just puts his hands in the air like, "What are you doing?" Like, what am I supposed to do? Stop in the middle of the street when it's not a crosswalk? Like, what an idiot. He was so blown away just now. It's so stupid. Anyway, I agree with what he says. I agree with what he was saying in that email about like how it's ridiculous. And I never really thought of it. I was like, yeah, I guess in a way the hourly guarantee shouldn't have to do with what the tips are on top of it. But Grubhub would be losing money in that way, you know? What's up, Seattle Flexer? Yeah, kinda, Mr. Kulu. You know what I mean? You know what it is? It's a very gray area. It's a really gray area, and it's unfortunate, you know? So with that being the case, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that since we are independent contractors, it's okay for Grubhub to include our tips as part of the hourly guarantee, or do you think it should be separate? Comment 111 if you're okay with how it is. Comment 222 if you think it should be separate. So it should be like our hourly guarantee plus tips on top of it. Like the delivery fee and the mileage fee should be included with the hourly guarantee, and the tips should be separate. You know what I mean? Like, it actually would be great if that could be the case, but Grubhub would lose money. So for them, it's not a wise business decision, if that makes sense. Guys, we have 48 people here. Thank you so much for being part of that 48. If you haven't hit that like button, definitely smash that thumbs up button down below. What about the end of the year? They include it in your gross pay? They do. As far as I know, they do include it in your gross pay. At least that's how I believe it is. But yeah, some states are set up that way for tipped employees. Gotcha. I own the car, Pluto. I own the car. Just like Pluto Nash. But yeah, man, like, I wanted to talk about this. So to the person who sent me the email, I'm really glad that you sent me this email, because I never really thought of it that way. You know what I mean? It is our money, Michael. I agree. It is absolutely our money, you know? But it's unfortunate that it works this way. But I mean, you know, Grubhub provides a great service, man. Those payouts are fantastic, you know? What's up, Adam? Yeah, absolutely, Adam. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to provide whatever I can to make your lives a little easier and hopefully give you guys a few extra bucks. But yeah, man, I think it would be great if it was possible to, you know, have the tips be separate. If it was a cash tip, Grubhub couldn't put it towards the minimum. Exactly. That's a really good point. Because, yeah, what happens when we get cash tips? That doesn't go towards the hourly guarantee. We get to keep those tips. I never even thought of that. That's awesome that you mentioned that. I accepted a $13 DoorDash order, and when I was 5 minutes away from the restaurant, it unassigned me. Yeah, Grubhub has done that to me as well. That's why they love cash tips, yeah. Peach channels the knowledge into a database, and cash is king. There you go. Cash is king. Cash is king. Whoa, that was crazy. That was nuts. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share some of this information with you because it's actually a very interesting topic, to say the very least. It's a really interesting topic. And you know what? He has every right. He has every right to be completely upset about it. But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot you can do. You know, that's just what it comes down to. There's not a whole lot that you can do about it. You know what I mean? Because it's just their business model. You know, that anything that you make, delivery fee, mileage fee, and your tips all go towards your hourly guarantee. It's unfortunate, you know? Pete, the tips is where you make money. Delivery fee should be $8 at least. That would be great. What's up, Kevin? How's the weather in Minneapolis? Right now in New York, it was raining this morning, but it's just like overcast now, which is pretty typical, unfortunately. Gotta see my smile. That's right. Oh, I froze. Damn it. Well, hopefully I didn't just ruin my entire live stream here. Well, I'm gonna try and fix this, but I don't know if it's gonna work, so we'll see. Hold on. Well, anyway, sorry, my stream froze up really bad right there, so I apologize about that. But I wanted to share all this with you guys just to see what your thoughts were on the whole thing, and if you agree with it. So in the comments section, let me know your thoughts on this whole thing. So that's that, my friends. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I gotta head over to this DMV, then I'm gonna do some Uber, but I'll see all of you guys on the PTD vlogs. Make sure you're subscribed. The link is in the description down below. Everybody, I'll see you guys real soon. And if you made it to the end of this, comment hashtag Team Replay and checkpoint 17. See you guys later. Peace out. Peace.